True or Tie Tuesday, the 3rd of November, Algebra 1B. You guys, students, will be able to solve systems by substitution. 5.2. Substitution, we talked about before a lot about subbing, right? And substituting things. You guys remember that? We talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, about how things you would and wouldn't substitute, that kind of stuff. Okay? And being careful that you only substitute something in for where it goes. Like maybe you go to a restaurant, okay, and you can substitute in a different side for the side that you have, okay? Like maybe I go to Raising Cane's, okay, and I'm like, hey, I don't want the coleslaw in the box combo because coleslaw is trash, but I'm going to ask for extra toast, okay?
Sir.
Now that's the substitution they allow me to make. But a substitution they won't allow me to make is like, hey, can I get rid of that coleslaw and get 2 extra chicken fingers? Okay? They're going to say no because those aren't equivalent enough, right? Does that make sense? Okay, so you can substitute things that are equivalent enough, but like not for something that's like way different, right? Okay, same idea is what we're going to talk about this. Now it also happens in sports, right? Okay, so like we talked before about how you wouldn't put a DS to go play outside hitter, okay? Typically not a thing you do, and typically you wouldn't put an outside hitter to go play DS, okay? Just because there's different skills and different positions. Now some people will play all the way around, but generally speaking, okay? And then you can also do other things for like, other sports, okay? Kind of a thing, okay? Or maybe like Olivia for golf, okay? There might be 2 drivers that you have that are pretty interchangeable, okay? But you're probably not going to go use a driver to get out of a sand pit, will you? Okay, you're like, oh no, I'm going to use my wedge, right? Okay? That's like the one thing I know about golf, okay? Besides putters exist, okay? Thank you. Mr. Oatman's rubbed off on me.
I'm impressed with you.
Thank you. Okay, that was the only reason I said anything. I just want Olivia to be impressed by me, honestly, okay? Aiden.
I used to play golf with my grandpa.
Oh, nice. Okay. I never played golf with your grandpa. Okay. So, we can do the same thing with equations, okay? So, we're going to have 2 equations in each of these. Okay? So, we have y equals 2x and y equals x plus 5. So, what we would have done before, guys, attention up here. Okay? What we would have done before was we would have graphed these 2 equations and find where they intersect, right? And that's our solution. What we can do now is we're saying y is 2x and y is x plus 5. So if y is equal to it, that means it's the same thing as it, right? That's what equal means. It's the same thing. Does that make sense to you guys, that equal means the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So if y is equal to 2x, then what we can do is we can take this 2x and we can plug it in for the y in the other equation. We can substitute it in. Now here's the thing. When you guys substitute something, okay, it's like maybe I'm going through my Cane's drive-thru, okay, and I'm saying, hey, take out the trash coleslaw, put in the extra toast. Are they going to give me coleslaw and the extra toast? No, it's gone now, right? Instead of the coleslaw, I get this. So if we're taking this 2x and substituting it for y, instead of the y, I now have 2x equals x plus 5. You're right, y and x are 2 different things. But y is equal to 2x. So we're told that these are the same thing. So that allowed me to do that. Great question. Okay, so everyone write this down now. Okay? And you don't have to do this little circle thing here, okay? But it's just something visually I did to help you. It might be helpful for you guys to do it, okay? But you don't have to. So because y was equal to it, it's the same thing as it, okay? Then we're okay to substitute it in. Now, is this an equation we can solve in the blue?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. We've done these equations before.
Yeah.
2x equals x plus 5. Tobin, what would you do?
I would add the 2 x's.
Okay, we're going to get the x's together, but there's an equal sign separating them. So how do I move one of the x's to the other? Subtract them. Would I want to move this 2x, or would I want to move this x?
X.
Probably the x. Why?
It's lonely.
Okay, it's smaller, and we could get it away from the 5, right? Aiden, you need another copy of the notes? Okay, I'll get you another copy of the notes. So we're going to subtract x from both of these. What is 2x minus x? X. And what's x minus x?
0.
0. So x equals 5. So now we know what x is. Well, how many variables do we have, though, originally?
2.
Way back in our original equations. 2.
Yeah.
So we know one of them. Do we know the other yet?
No.
No. Does anyone know how we might be able to find the other one?
I think.
Okay, Tobin, what do you think, buddy?
Do. I don't know if this is correct, but.
Okay.
get 2 away from x?
Okay, not quite.
Or
So what we're going to do is, since x is 5, x is equal to 5.
oh, I know.
Okay, go ahead.
I think you're gonna multiply 2 from 5.
Okay, so we can take this 5, and now we can plug it in for the x in either of these equations. We can pick which one.
Is this the checking stage?
Not yet.
Like you have to do this?
You have to do this part. Okay? Now we got our x, now we need our y. So we can take this x we know and plug it in for x in one of the other equations. Now are we going to take the x and plug it in for y? No, because those are two different things, okay? I can't substitute that trash coleslaw out for chicken fingers. Okay? But I can get toast, which is like low-key the best part of the Cane's meal anyway. So y equals 2 times 5 instead of 2 times x. Now could I have chosen to plug it into the bottom equation?
Yeah.
Totally. It doesn't matter. Okay? Aiden, you want to put that away, buddy? Okay, hey, we're on the second page of these notes, okay? What do you mean? Second page. Okay? So what is 2 times 5? I heard it? 10. Now, if I would have plugged that into the second equation, I'd gotten 5 plus 5. What's 5 plus 5? 10. So would it have mattered? No. So now my answer is x is 5, y is 10. Well, wait, how did we write our answers before when we graphed them? We wrote it as an ordered pair, as x comma y, right? Can we write this as an ordered pair?
Yes.
How would we write this as an ordered
Y
pair?
equals 5x plus 10.
No, 5
What?
times 10.
I don't know.
Ordered pair is x comma y, 5 comma 10. That's how we'd write that one as an ordered pair. So what we did, guys, was we said originally, hey, y is the same thing as 2x. So we can take that 2x and put it in for y. Okay, Aiden, hey, I need us to dial in a bit here, okay? Okay, so we can take this 2x and plug it in for y. Now we can solve this blue equation. Before, we couldn't have done anything mathematically with these. We would have had to try and graph. But now, do we need a graph on this one?
No.
No. And we got our answer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Now, if you wanted to, the optional part that Lainey was asking about earlier, okay? We could go back and plug in the 5 and the 10 into this equation and this equation and check to make sure they work. Do I make you?
No.
No, but it's always an option, okay? Lainey, you look confused.
Yeah.
Okay? So I could plug in the 5 for x in one of these equations. I can plug in the 10 for y in one of these equations and check to make sure they work. If I wanted to.
If it's right.
If it works. So if I plug in the 10 for y, the 5 for x, does 10 equal 2 times 5?
Oh.
Okay, if I plug in the 10 and the 5, does 10 equal 5 plus 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, it works for both? Okay, great.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually understand this one because I did it before on
This
accident.
is easy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at number 2. Y is equal to 2x plus 1, and y is equal to 3x minus 4. So we're told y is the same thing as 2x plus 1, right?
Yes.
Because it's equal to it. So can we take that 2x plus 1 and put it for y in the other equation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're the same thing now. Aiden? Okay. Can anyone tell me what my new equation will be? Okay, Tucker, go ahead.
2x plus 1 equals 3x minus 4.
Very good. So the left side, the y, became 2x plus 1. We don't have the y there anymore. Just like we don't have the trash coleslaw. We got rid of it. We got toast, which is much better. And that's equal to 3x minus 4.
Now you're going to make me go get Raising Cane's back there.
Hey, bring me some, okay? Hey, does anyone have any questions on how we got this?
No.
Okay. Can we solve this equation?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Okay, what would be a good first step? Okay?
Oh.
Tobin.
Subtracting 3x from 2x.
Okay? I think either of those could work. Do we want to subtract 3x or subtract 2x?
2x.
2x.
Okay, why are we saying 2x?
Because it's smaller.
It's smaller, okay? So let's be careful. We're going to subtract 2x from 3x. So 2x minus itself is what?
X.
0.
0. Yeah.
We're at 1.
Oh.
What's 3x minus 2x?
X.
X minus 4. Are we done yet?
No.
No, x isn't by itself, okay? Add 4 to get that away from the x. Right, Aiden? Aiden, what is 1 plus 4?
1 plus 4 is 5.
Might as well write it down, okay? 5 equals x. Now, do we have both variables yet?
No.
No, but we're close.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, what can we do with this information that x is 5?
Wait, what? Oh,
You.
change it in for the x.
Put it in for the x where?
By the
Either
2.
Either of these two equations.
Multiply.
You guys have a preference?
No.
The top one. The top
Why
one.
why the top one?
It has less numbers.
Smaller numbers. If you have the choice, are you going to choose to work with smaller numbers or bigger numbers?
Smaller.
Smaller numbers, unless we're talking about that bank account. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to plug this
That's a
in
different story.
and saying y equals 2 times 5 plus 1. Now we're going to solve for what variable? Y. Notice we already have our x, so now we have to solve for y.
Yeah.
So y equals what? 10 plus 1?
11.
11. And how are we writing our answer? 5, 11 as an ordered pair. Questions on that?
No.
Nice. You guys are doing well.
Can I guess how to do it?
That's pretty.
Oh, ooh. Okay. What are you thinking, Lainey?
You have to turn it into like a. Like you have to change the top one into like y equals.
Okay, so Lainey think we have to solve the top one for y equals. Why are you saying this, Lainey? I like where you're going.
Because you had to do it in this one.
Okay, so we had to do it when we graphed. Okay. Now, this one, we're trying to figure out in the top equation, do we know what y is? Do we know what y is the same thing as in the top equation? No, because y is not by itself. Y is not 5. 2x plus y is 5. Okay, well, wait. In the bottom equation, do we know what y is?
Yes.
It's x minus 4. So here's what we can do on this one. Tricky. Okay, you guys ready for this? I can take this x minus 4. That's the same thing as y. And I can plug it into the top y.
I never thought that.
So as long as one of the equations has a variable by itself, I can take it and plug it into the other. Because y is the same thing as x minus 4.
Wait,
So-
example 4 is good? Gotcha.
So here I'm going to write 2x, and instead of plus y, instead of the coleslaw, I'm going to put in that toast. 2x plus x minus 4 equals 5. Aiden, write it down, buddy. Okay? Anyone have any questions on this setup?
No.
Olivia, does this make sense? Is it making dollars that much sense? Okay. So now, 2x plus x minus 4. Can we combine anything there?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2x plus x is
3x.
What?
3x. They're on the same side of the equal sign now. Before, on problems 1 and 2, okay, they were on different sides of the equal sign. Right now, 2x and x, they're on the same side of the equal sign. So we're going to combine them as is. So 3x minus 4 equals 5. Now what are we going to do?
Plus 4.
Plus 4. Get that away from the 3x. 3x equals 9? Okay, now what?
Divide 3.
Divide by 3. And Abby, what does x equal?
What?
Abby, what does x equals what?
3.
3. So are we done?
No.
No.
Okay, we got one more step.
Yeah.
What do we have to do?
Plug
You have to
3.
plug in 3 to the top.
Okay, we got to plug it into one of the original equations. Now, what variable is this?
Y. Oh, X.
X. So where are we going to plug an x into? We're going to plug it into an x or y?
X.
X.
Y.
Okay, you're going to plug it wherever it is. Now, does it matter which equation you plug it into?
No.
No. Tobin, which equation would you rather plug it into?
Y equals x minus.
Okay, why do you say that?
Because it's smaller numbers.
Smaller numbers?
In order.
And y is already by itself. We're trying to find y, and y is already by itself. So that might be easier if it's already by itself and has smaller numbers. Alrighty. So, y equals, instead of x minus 4, 3 minus 4.
-1.
And that's a negative 1. Can somebody tell me how I would write my answer?
3 comma negative
3 comma negative 1, x comma y. Very good, very good. You guys are nailing this, okay? You guys are by far and away the best 7th hour Algebra 1B class I've ever had this year.
Yeah,
Are you blown away?
Let's go.
Let's not get into details,
What is it?
okay?
Minus the fact
I was saying that you guys are far and away the best 7th hour Algebra 1B class I've had this year.
Because he doesn't have another
Is it my
Yeah, he
type
did
of
have
algebra
another
since
one.
7 hours?
We're not going to get into details. Okay, we're just going to take the compliment.
I mean, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the compliment.
Okay.
Yeah.
On example 4, x equals 2y minus 4 and x plus 8y equals 16. Now wait,
It's fine.
can we substitute something? Do we have anything we can do here?
No.
Yes.
Why are you saying yes?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay, that didn't help me then.
Yes.
Okay, mask over nose, okay? Well, hey, all these other ones, we had y by itself in one equation, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Assuming
We
you
have to
can
put
be
it in
okay
order.
with that.
is it going to be okay if x is by itself?
Yeah.
I'm assuming yes.
Well, let's see. Okay, so x is the same thing as 2y minus 4. So can I take this 2y minus 4 and where could I put it?
On the other side.
The
of it.
x in the other equation. So notice, I'm going to put the x in for the x. I'm not going to put it in for y like I did before. Before I had y, so I put it in for y. Now I have x, so I'm going to put it in for x. So I have 2y minus 4 plus 8y equals 16. The rest of the equation stays the exact same, but x is now 2y minus 4 because we're told it's the same exact thing. Right, Aiden? Okay, Aiden,
Say it.
pick up your stuff. I'm going to have you move right here.
This is easier than I thought it would be.
Good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually getting it.
Okay. What could we do? What happened to the x?
Oh wait, I know.
We
where-
substituted it out.
I know where it is.
Okay. So 2y minus 4 plus 8y equals 16. What can
Add
we
8
do?
and 2.
Okay, 8 and 2y, they can combine. And since they're on the same side of the equal sign, we can combine them as is. So what's 2y plus 8y?
10 of y.
10 1.
Okay, 10y.
Guys, I got this.
10y minus 4 equals 16. Okay, let's go and write down what we have here, okay? I'm gonna catch up.
I mean, how lost it
Oh. Okay, so now what are we going to do?
What? Oh, plus 4.
Add
plus-
4.
Yeah.
10y equals 20. Now what?
Divide 10.
Divided by 10. Y is
2.
2. Are we done?
No.
No, not quite. We got to plug it back in, right? How'd I get 20? Is that yes, Lainey?
16 plus 4. 6 plus 4 is 10.
Oh.
Hey, Lainey, let's look up here, okay?
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it?
It's right
Okay.
here, it's right
Okay. Abby. Yes, good luck. Okay, do you have your pass? Okay, perfect, okay? Okay, can somebody help me write the second part of this? Where do you want to plug this one in at, actually?
The top one.
Top equation? Okay.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, why do you say the top equation?
Smaller numbers.
Smaller numbers? What else might be a good reason?
2y plus 2y.
Because x equals.
X is by itself, and what variable are we trying to find?
X.
Y.
X.
Oh, X.
We already have y.
Yeah.
We've been finding y second in the other ones, but this one flipped around. So let's plug in the top one. X equals, who can tell me what to do?
Me.
Okay, Tobin?
You do 2, and then you plug in 2 for y,
Okay,
and then minus 4.
very good. Everything's the same, except for now y is 2.
This is 0.
2 times 2 is?
0.
2 times 2 is?
4.
What's 4 minus 4, though?
0.
0. Wait. Do we panic when we get 0?
No.
No, 0 is a number.
It's a good thing.
So how do we write this?
0 minus
No, 2, comma, 0. Yeah.
Oh.
All wrong. X
What?
is 0.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
0, comma 2. Tricky, right?
Yeah.
We've been putting the first number we found first. So that's only because it was the x. Okay?
That's the first time I got it wrong.
Don't
Okay.
ever put the x first, ever do.
Yeah.
That is tricky.
Oh, I just realized the colors are pretty. I realized that.
The colors?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to make it colorful for you guys.
Yeah, I like it. Colors.
Good.
I'm
Makes it easier to
colorblind.
read.
No, I'm just blind.
All right, okay.
Makes it less boring.
I got some feedback yesterday on the iPad. I was asking some students how it was going, how they thought it was going, and one was like, "It's not as colorful as it was before." I'm like, "All right, I'll fix that." So I made it more colorful.
Yeah,
Okay.
For us, you
Okay,
did
that was
it. You
pretty
made it
smart.
colorful for us.
All right.
Like, all the
What
time.
were we saying?
I think that helps a lot more.
Good.
Like,
It makes it
books,
easier to
like,
see.
it helps us, like,
Keep it separate.
yeah, keeps it separate.
Nice.
It's a lot easier to see.
What?
Okay.
Like just one color.
Any questions so far? Man, you guys are nailing this. Let's flip the page. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Sometimes we still have to solve for a variable. Okay? So in all those 4 examples, we had at least one variable by itself. Sometimes that won't happen. Okay? So let's look at example 1 on this next page. X plus 4y equals 6 and x plus y equals 3. Does at least one of these have a variable by itself? No, neither of these have a variable by itself. Okay? They have no coefficient, but they're not by themselves with nothing else on the side of the equal sign. Okay? Does that make sense what I mean by itself?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Laney, it looks like you were spacing off there for a moment.
Yeah, for a long time it felt like.
Okay. So none of these variables are by themselves, so we have to solve one. Now, let's ask ourselves a question. Okay? Before we start writing stuff down. Okay? Could I pick any variable to solve by itself?
No.
Yes.
Yes, you can. It's a 3.
We actually can. We can pick any one. Now, here's the thing. If I try and do this first equation, don't write this down, and I say, okay, let's say I want to get the y by itself. I'd have to subtract x, and then I'd have to divide by 4,
That's a lot of steps.
and now I have fractions. Is that what I want?
No.
Oh, we want.
Okay, so maybe there's one that's easier. Tobin?
You do the second one.
Okay, or let's even try this.
Oh.
What if I just solve for x instead of y? Okay, was that simpler?
Yes.
Is it already done?
No.
Okay, and no fractions, and x is by itself now, right?
Yes.
So we could use that, okay? Tobin said, what about if we do the second equation, okay? Well, x plus y equals 3. Which variable do you want to solve for, Tobin? X or y?
X.
X, okay? Well, we subtract y, and x is negative y plus 3. Is that already done?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
now let's say Tobin said I want to solve for y. Subtract x. Y is negative x plus 3. Same idea, right?
Yeah.
So, which one of these was the one we didn't want to do?
The top one.
The top y.
Because it gave us fractions.
It gave us fractions. Now, if we did the top x, was it messy?
No.
No. So, notice what's different about these 3 that we would have liked versus the one we don't like.
It's a whole number.
Okay, well, the 4 is a whole number too.
Oh, yeah, true.
But we didn't end up with whole numbers. But the 4 is a whole number. What's different about these? What's the coefficient on all 3 of these?
They're single.
What number is secretly in front of each of these? 1. But this one had a coefficient of 4, right?
Uh-huh.
So it might be easiest, heads up guys, okay, hint, hint, okay, to pick one of them that has a coefficient of 1. Okay? So it really doesn't matter which one we have. We already have the second y by itself. So maybe we just leave it?
Yeah.
You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So y is equal to negative x plus 3. So that means y is that. So what can I do with that?
Plug it in
Plug it in where?
on the top.
The top equation. Now, question. Could we plug it in on the bottom equation?
Yeah.
I am going to say no, because this is the bottom equation. We just made it look different. We're not going to plug it into itself. We're going to plug it into the other equation, okay? We have to be very careful, okay? I'm going to say that one more time. So everybody focus up, okay? 1 second. Everyone focus up, and I want you to listen to this. We have to plug it into the other equation. We can't plug it into itself. Everyone write this down. I told you guys not to write things earlier. Go and write this down. Laney, since when are you a fan of Harden?
What are you talking about?
Since when are you a fan of James Harden?
Is this?
Yes. That's why it says Harden on it.
Mr. Owens did that military, and I was like, oh, what? This is not my sweater.
Oh, it's not? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I totally thought it was.
No.
Oh.
No.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I was wondering why maybe I've seen Cody wearing one, but I thought maybe you guys just both had it.
Yeah, no.
No, okay. All right.
Now I have his soccer joggers. I took his joggers.
That was rude of you.
Huh?
That was rude of you.
They just look so comfortable.
They are comfortable. That's probably why you had them.
Get yourself prepared.
Actually, no. Oh, no. What? I don't know what they was. I cleaned his whole room, like,
in like his closet and went through things, I found the driver's seat. He was like, I haven't seen those since sophomore year. So actually, I deserve them.
Okay, so to rewrite this equation, x plus 4 times whatever y is, negative x plus 3 equals 6. So we're going to take all of that and it's going to replace the y. So now we have to distribute, right? Okay, we have to distribute now. So x plus, what's 4 times negative x?
Negative 4.
Negative 4x.
That.
What's 4 times 3? We can't forget to multiply it to the other thing. Plus 12.
12.
Equals 6. Now does this turn into the same kind of things we did have a moment ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would we do?
Minus 12.
Okay, you could do that first. I like sleep too. X plus negative 4x equals, what's 6 minus 12?
Wait a second. What's there?
You can also just put x minus 4x. That's fine.
It's not that hard.
Okay, negative 6. Very good, Abby. Laney, you need to keep your attention in here a moment, okay? X plus negative 4x, what would that, can we combine those?
Oh, wait, yeah.
Okay, what's x plus negative 4x or x minus 4x?
Negative 3x.
Negative 3x. Olivia, you look confused.
Lots of steps.
It is lots of steps, isn't it?
Yeah. I'd rather do the first part.
Okay, yeah, I don't.
You're confused?
Somewhat, yeah, at the same time.
Okay, so did the first step we did make sense of the pink?
Yeah, it kind of makes more sense.
Okay, did it make sense why we did it? Okay, so then did the first blue make sense? Okay, we took the top equation, changed out y for negative x plus 3. Okay, does the second blue step make sense?
Most definitely, yeah.
Okay, what's the third? Does the third blue step make sense?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay, so a lot of times we might do something different there, right? We might do the x minus 4x there, right there, and we get negative 3x just like we did right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay to do those in a different order there. Okay, but we'd still end up getting to this answer either way. Now we'll do what, Olivia?
Such crap.
What's negative 3 doing with x?
Don't you have to like?
Yeah, because they're multiplying, right?
Oh.
So divide by negative 3.
Positive 2.
X is positive 2. Negative 6 divided by negative 3 is positive 2. X is 2.
We're not done.
Now wait, we're not done. What do we have to do with the 2?
We have to plug it into.
Plug it in.
Let's do
Why?
the
Now,
second one.
Okay, the bottom equation, smaller numbers. Okay. Now I want us to pick one of the original 2 equations. I don't want us to pick one of the equations we changed.
The top was gonna be easy.
Okay. Now if we do it to one of the ones we've changed, is there a chance we made a mistake?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's plug it into one of the original ones because they haven't changed. So if I plug it into that second equation like it was suggested, it'd be 2 plus y equals 3. Go and write this down if you haven't already. 2 plus y equals 3. So what would I do to get y by itself?
Minus 2.
Subtract it.
And y is
Y.
1. So how would I write my answer?
2, 1.
2 comma 1, x and y. Now, like the first part of that took a while, but did the last part take very long?
No.
Okay. So even though it's like, we're not done yet, we have so much more. Well, the last part wasn't that bad.
It was just more steps.
There's more steps.
Yeah.
Imagine if math wasn't a subject.
Oh my gosh.
This is possibly be upset.
Yeah.
No, it would just be life changing. It really would be.
Okay.
I wonder what other job you'd do.
If you didn't need school, imagine.
Stupid.
Yeah, we would be done.
But
We wouldn't know
imagine
anything.
if math
We
was
wouldn't
like-
be
We
radio
would know
about
some
politics.
stuff. We wouldn't know
Politics.
most of the stuff that we need
3
to
plus
know.
4, that was
You know, if there was no school, there wouldn't be politics.
Circle.
That's not true.
Yeah.
There was politics before there was school.
Yeah.
It was just called people killing each other and becoming king.
Exactly.
But it was politics.
Exactly.
Okay. Anyway, questions on number 1.
No.
What's going on?
On number 2, is there a variable that's by itself right now? No, so we need to get a variable by itself. Now, which one of these 4 variables, the top x, top y, bottom x, bottom y, would we not want to choose?
Top one.
2y.
The top 2, the top y, right?
Yeah.
Because the coefficient is 2. Would we be okay with choosing any of the others, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what about this negative y? If I were, don't write this down, but if I were to get this negative y by itself here, I'd have to subtract x, and I'd have negative y equals negative x plus 5. So is it done yet?
No.
No, I'd have to divide by negative 1. Now, is that creating more steps?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it might be easier to do something else.
Do the top one.
Okay, either the top x or the bottom x, right? Because those both have a coefficient of positive 1. Yes, Aiden. I have a Band-Aid, actually. I'll give you one.
Okay, that's
Well, either way, you still have a negative y.
And that's okay. I don't know why I was getting a pencil. That's not what you asked for.
I think that was really good.
Okay, Lainey, put it away. Olivia, put it away.
Sorry, everyone, one sec.
Okay. So, which one would you rather get by itself, the top x or the bottom x?
Bottom.
Bottom x, okay. How do we get that by itself? Add y.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice. Things are positive now. X equals y plus 5. Is x by itself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what can we do now?
Solve it.
What does that mean? That's a very generic answer.
5. Wait, no.
It's already solved.
Yeah.
Okay, it's solved. So what can we do?
Oh, you
You have to, plug it in.
Plug it in where?
To the top.
To the top for what variable?
Or the bottom.
X, not or the bottom. It has to be the other equation.
Oh.
So instead of x plus 2y, Aiden, instead of x plus 2y, it's going to be y plus 5 plus 2y is equal to negative 1. Questions on this so far?
No.
Okay, Laney, what would you do now? Y plus 5 plus 2y equals negative 1. What variable are you trying to get by itself, Laney?
The Y.
Y. Okay, so we have a couple different y's, right? So would you maybe want to try and get them together?
Yep.
Okay, how would you do that?
Subtract one more.
Are they on the same side or different sides?
Add one more.
Okay, so we can just add them together, right? What's y plus 2y, Laney?
3Y.
So 3y plus 5 equals negative 1. Now, Laney, we aren't done yet with you, okay? So now, what would you do to get y by itself?
Subtract that.
There you go. Now you're cooking. 3y equals negative what number, guys?
6.
6. Now, Laney, what would you do?
Divide 3.
Divide by 3, and what would you get y to equal?
-2.
Nailed it. Now, are we done yet?
No.
No, but we're super close. Okay? Can somebody help me finish this out?
Yes.
Okay, Tobin.
You plug in -2 to the bottom.
Okay, does it really matter which one we choose?
No.
Okay, no, you just like the bottom one?
Yeah.
Okay. X minus -2 equals 5. Now, what might we notice here? How many negatives do we have in a row?
2.
2. What do we do with that?
Keep change.
Keep the first, keep the x, change the sign. X plus 2 equals 5. How do we solve this? Aiden. Aiden, you're not writing this down, buddy.
No.
Okay, we subtract 2.
Yeah.
X is equal to 3. How do we write our answer?
X equal, one part.
Not -2 comma 3.
3
-3,
minus -2.
comma -2.
3 comma -2. X always goes first. You're not dumb, you're Olivia. Aiden, don't just write the answer.
I thought you were gonna say hi, dumb. I'm Mr. Gossel.
Plot twist. Continuing on to number 3. Okay, I can do that too.
Can we take a nap?
Oh, maybe not.
Can I-
Okay, you can take it at, anytime after 3.
Dude.
Oh, I see what you did there.
That's not funny.
Oh,
We take
Right.
naps during classes for reasons.
Sleepy Joe.
there it is. Okay, anyway. On number 3. Whoa, are any of these variables by themselves? No. Now, I see a lot of variables that might not be fun to choose, but what is a variable we might want to choose?
The bottom.
The bottom x? Why the bottom x? I agree.
It's
But
alone.
It's alone.
it has a coefficient of 1, right? Okay, that one's nice. Okay, so let's choose this bottom x here, okay? How do I get that variable by itself?
Add 4y.
Add 4y.
Yeah.
I have a headache.
I'm sorry.
That is one side of corona.
X is 4y plus 11.
That is one sine of corona.
So what can we do now? If x is the same thing as 4y plus 11, what can we do?
It's done.
Okay, that's all for x. So now what can we do?
You have to get the top down in the first equation
Yeah.
or the second
Huh?
equation.
Cool.
So do we have a variable by itself?
Yes.
Yeah, so what can we do if we have a variable by itself?
You can put it into the other equation.
We can put it for the other equation. For what variable? X.
Yeah.
Okay, so was anything else in that first equation going to change besides the x?
No.
No, can somebody help me write this?
4y minus 5 times 4y plus 11 equals 9.
Very good. 4y minus 5 times 4y plus 11 equals 9. 5 is multiplying with x, so 5 will multiply with our entire x right now, which is why I put it in parentheses.
That is a long equation.
That is a long equation. Okay, so now we have to multiply. Now be careful as you multiply through. This is a negative 5. So let's take this plus, make it a minus 5. So we have 4y. What's negative 5 times 4y?
Negative 20y.
Negative 20y. What's negative 5 times 11?
55. Wait, what?
Negative 55 equals 9. So 4y minus 20y minus 55 equals 9.
Holy buckets.
That's a
Holy
long-
buckets.
That's a big number.
Buckets with holes in them.
Holy buckets.
Okay, probably not very effective buckets.
How is that possible with holes in buckets?
Well, I mean, every bucket has at least one hole in it.
Yeah.
What if they're
That's how you put things into it.
The
What
top.
if like you can fix it?
Maybe with Flex Seal. Okay. So, do we have any y's we can combine?
Yes. 20
Okay.
and
4 and negative 20, are those on the same side?
yes.
Okay. So what's 4 minus 20?
Negative 16.
Negative 16.
What?
So it's a positive 4 and a negative 20. So we do 4 minus 20. We do the same signs of what's there. Negative 16y minus 55 equals 9. Now I'm running out of room here. Okay. So I'm going to rewrite this up here. Negative 16y minus 55 equals 9. Okay. What would I do now? Add what?
55.
Nailed it.
64.
Negative 16y equals, yes, 64. Now, is y by itself yet, Abby?
No,
Abby, what would you do?
you divide negative 6.
Good catch. Divide by negative 16. So y equals what number, guys? They don't know.
You're moving.
5. 6.
A number.
7. There's no 16s on the chart. That's cool.
What?
Okay. So we know we want the last number, 6, to look like the last number, 4.
Negative 4.
Negative 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Haha. So 6 times a 4 will end in a 4. That's a good sign. It is negative 4. Now are we done since we found y?
Yeah.
No.
Not
I wish.
quite. What do we have to do?
Add 4 into.
You plug in 4.
Put negative 4 into either equation for the y. Which equation would you rather do, the top or the bottom?
Bottom.
Okay, probably the bottom, smaller numbers. We could pick the top, though, and you get the same answer. So we're going to do the bottom, though, I heard.
Oh.
X minus 4 times negative 4 equals 11. Go and write that down if you haven't already. Can you turn that off?
I don't know how.
So it just goes off all day?
It just happens.
Start pushing buttons.
I don't push any buttons. It just happens at
Okay.
2:30.
What is negative 4 times negative 4?
Positive 8. Negative 8.
16. X plus 16 equals 11. All right. Now what? X plus 16 equals 11?
No. Yes. No, minus 16.
x equals 11 minus 16. What's 11 minus 16? Are those the same signs or different signs?
-6.
Not quite negative 6, negative something.
4.
Fine.
5.
Positive 5.
Negative 5.
Oh, negative
11 degrees outside, it gets 16 degrees colder. It's negative 5 outside.
Oh, geez.
Tucker, which way does it go this time?
Oh, nice.
What?
Tucker, what's our answer?
Or Olivia.
Negative 5, negative 4.
Negative 5, comma, negative 4. Nailed it.
Good job.
I was asking Tucker a very personal question for something, so I'm sorry.
How dare you? Okay, questions on that, guys?
Do we have to do
Steps.
No,
Why are
let's skip
there
it.
so many?
Let's go.
Okay? I don't consider myself that highly. Okay.
I don't have the intention.
Now, we can still have parallel and coinciding lines. That can still happen, okay? What, Aiden? Know what?
Sorry, I'm really tired.
So we can still come across parallel lines, which is no solution, or coinciding, meaning they're the same line. Now, you guys remember graphing that, and we had these parallel lines or the same line, and they were no solution or IMS? Okay? We can still have those.
Oh, great.
2x minus 4y equals 1, and x equals 2y plus 3. Do we have a variable by itself somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That cuts off a step.
Let's
Okay?
go.
So what can I do? Someone help me out.
Ooh.
Okay, Tobin.
You. Hang on.
Hang on.
You do. Let me think.
Maybe we'll go to someone else, okay? Anyone else have an idea of what we do?
I got it.
Okay, Lainey.
You plug in negative 2y plus 3 into the 2x.
Okay? You plug in the 2y plus 3 into the x in the top equation, because that's what x is equal to. Very good, Lainey. So 2 times 2y plus 3 minus 4y equals 1.
Oh, I messed up.
What?
I messed something up.
She's subbing today. So now we have to distribute, right?
Yeah.
What is 2 times 2y?
4y.
What's 2 times 3?
6.
4y plus 6 minus 4y equals 1. Do we have any y's we can combine?
Positive 4 and negative
Positive 4y and negative 4y. What do those combine to be?
0.
0. Do we have to write it then?
No.
So wait, we have 6 equals 1. What?
But can't you add one?
Okay, well, are they on different sides of the equal sign?
No.
No, so we're going to do the same sign as what's there. Wait, so yeah, 6 equals 1. That doesn't work. So it's what? No solution. These lines are parallel.
Okay, Mr. Paco, I need your opinion or something.
Okay, green. Oh,
Is that your favorite color?
no.
Okay, yes, just pick one, yes or no? Yes.
Well, that's not my opinion then.
Oh.
Sorry, you just wanted me to randomly say yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, well then just say, hey, I need you to say yes or no. Because you're not asking for my opinion.
May you please say yes or no?
Okay, no.
Can I say yes or no?
Okay.
I need to know what-
Questions on that first one?
Oh, yeah. I said yes.
Questions on that first one?
No. No.
Okay. That one ended up being pretty quick, right? Didn't work out.
No, I need to.
Okay, what?
This is a loner 2.
Okay.
I think I know what.
Is the variable by itself already?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. So what can we do? Someone explain to me what we do. Okay.
Plug in the Y.
Tucker,
You plug in the y,
plug in the y. What do you mean?
the bottom y to the top one.
Oh, so like 2x plus 5 in for the top y?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
4x minus 2 instead of times y times 2x plus 5 equals negative 10. So y is already by itself, so we can say, hey, y is the same thing as this. Let's change it for that. So now I distribute. Make sure we take this as a negative 2. 4x, what is negative 2 times 2x?
Negative 4.
Negative 4x, very good. What's negative 2 times 5?
Negative 10.
Negative 10. Now 4x minus 4x. Can we combine those?
Yes, and 0.
0.
Mess.
Negative 10 equals negative 10. Is that true?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure these are the same line. Okay, these are the same line.
I predicted it.
Questions on that?
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Can we have a what?
Our homework now, please.
Yeah, I guess.
Get it done.
Hey, Toby, can you project one of
I already have the homework.
Toby, can you project one
Hey guys, so instead of some don't do's, I have some only do's. Only do these problems.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so don't cross these out. These are the ones you do. Does that make sense?
So
Yeah.
start.
Okay.
Circle 'em.
1, 2, 5, 9, 13, 17, and 18.